Jeff Bezos is worth somewhere north of $200 billion. The exact number shifts by billions almost every single day, depending on Amazon's stock price. But where does that money actually go? In this video, we're breaking down exactly how Bezos deploys his fortune, from rockets and real estate to media and philanthropy. Before we get into how he spends it, it's worth understanding where it comes from. Roughly 85 to 90% of Bezos's wealth is still tied up in Amazon stock, the company he founded in a garage back in 1994. That means his net worth isn't sitting in a bank account, it's paper wealth that rises and falls with the market. Estimates for 2026 place his fortune anywhere between roughly $220 billion and $290 billion, depending on which tracker you check and what day you check it. So how does a fortune this size actually get spent? Blue Origin. The biggest bet. Blue Origin, the aerospace company Bezos founded in 2000, is by far his largest personal expenditure outside of Amazon. He's reportedly funded the company at a pace of roughly $1 billion a year in recent years, funneling in an estimated $10 to $20 billion of his own money over its lifetime by steadily selling Amazon shares. Blue Origin builds reusable rockets, is developing lunar landers for NASA's Artemis program, and has flown Bezos himself to the edge of space aboard its New Shepard vehicle in 2021. The Washington Post. In 2013, Bezos purchased the Washington Post through his personal investment vehicle, Nash Holdings, for $250 million. For most people, that's an unthinkable sum. For Bezos, at his scale of wealth, it represented a comparatively modest slice of his fortune. But it gave him a media platform and a seat at the table of American journalism. Real estate portfolio. Bezos's real estate holdings span the country. His longtime primary residence sits on Lake Washington near Seattle. Beyond that, he owns properties in Washington, D.C., Beverly Hills, Manhattan, Miami, Maui, and a large ranch in West Texas that doubles as a Blue Origin launch site. Estimates for the total value of his real estate portfolio generally range from the low hundreds of millions to over $500 million, a large sum, but a relatively small fraction of his overall net worth. The yacht Bezos also owns Koru, one of the largest privately owned sailing yachts in the world, reportedly valued at around $500 million. Like the real estate, it's a headline-grabbing purchase, but in the context of a fortune measured in the hundreds of billions, it barely moves the needle on his overall wealth. Venture investments. Bezos expeditions. A large and often overlooked piece of Bezos's spending happens through Bezos Expeditions, his private family office founded in 2005. It manages his venture capital activity, and over the years, it has backed more than 90 companies across sectors like artificial intelligence, robotics, biotech, and fintech, including early investments in companies like Airbnb and Uber. This is where a significant chunk of his non-Amazon capital is actively working, rather than simply sitting as static wealth. Philanthropy. Bezos's charitable giving has grown substantially in recent years, though it's often described as smaller in proportion to his fortune compared to some of his billionaire peers. He's committed billions of dollars through the Bezos Earth Fund, aimed at climate and conservation efforts, and the Bezos Day One Fund, which supports organizations fighting homelessness and funds preschool programs in underserved communities. Unlike some fellow billionaires, Bezos has not signed the giving pledge, but he has stated publicly that he intends to give away the majority of his fortune during his lifetime rather than pass it all down to his children. When you add it all up, Bezos's spending tells a clear story. Heavy reinvestment into ambitious, long-term ventures like Blue Origin, a diversified but relatively modest real estate and lifestyle footprint, a growing venture capital portfolio, and philanthropy that's expanding but still a work in progress. For a fortune this size, even billion-dollar decisions represent just a fraction of the total picture, and how it continues to be spent will likely keep shaping industries far beyond Amazon for years to come.